Let's go put the wrong motor in the wrong car. That sounds like a good one. So here it is. This is my $200 1985 SR5 Toyota pickup truck. For the rest of the world, it's a Hilux, but here in the US, it's pickup. They had no name. So I paid $200 for this truck, and it was great. I drove the hell out of it. The thing had almost 400,000 miles on it, and drove forever. Loaned it to a guy, motor ended up locking up, random case, don't know what happened. Tore the motor down, one of the main bearings was completely dry, so, well, time to pull it. So we pulled it, and then I thought, well, let's just swap a motor in it. And that's where we are now. So we're going to swap the motor in this to something really unconventional.
So I thought, well, I have a 2JZ GE, but it's been done. I got a GM 4.3. It's definitely different, but it's probably been done and not really what I want to do. Got a 1JZ GTE, but like the 2J, it's been done a million times. I got a Honda D15. Nah, still not a Toyota though. So here's the motor I decided on. It's a 2ZZ from a Toyota Celica GTS. Now to make this work, there's a few modifications I have to do, such as a custom intake and a custom one-off bell housing. Most everything I need, like the fuel injectors and all that, was on the motor in good running shape. So thanks to Skunk 2 there, you can see the box in the background. I'm using their upper intake balloon, and I'm going to make a custom intake manifold for it. But for the most part, everything I needed was there. Starter's in good shape and whatnot, block is in good shape. And whenever I put that bell housing on, it'll make it pretty much bolt-top affair.
Like any good shop truck, your shop truck needs to be able to haul crap. This is my crap. This truck hauled everything. I would go pick up motors with it, I would go pick up tires, you name it, I would do it. And the best thing about this truck is you could park it anywhere, nobody would mess with it. I could leave the windows down. It didn't matter, nobody messed with this truck. It was great. And I hated when the motor died. So what better thing to do than to put a Toyota 2ZZ in it and give it some more life. Now, everything, whenever people see it, they're like, oh, but the 2ZZ is torqueless, it has almost no power, yada, yada, yada. Well, here's the thing. The 2ZZ and the 22R are almost identical in power and torque figures. I can put a supercharger on the 2ZZ or a turbo and make all the power I want, and if I need to build it, just build it. Who cares? They're a dime a dozen. You can buy an entire Celica GTS for $300, and that's what I did. I had an entire donor Celica GTS I paid $300 for, and that's the drivetrain. So all of that's going to go to good use. I have no other use for anything out of that car. So, truck it is.
Here's the $300 donor sitting on the back lot of my shop. These things are great. 300 bucks, complete drivetrain, all the wiring I need. Yeah, so that's why we chose a Celica, because I have no use for this car. We grabbed the few bits I needed off of it, and that was it.
So going back to custom parts that I need to make it work, this is our bell housing. It's a one-piece unit that allows the 2ZZ to bolt to the stock W58 transmission, and it allows the motor to use the stock 2ZZ flywheel as well as all of the stock W58 throttle bearing, pressure plate, and whatnot, those related parts. This basically just makes everything bolt up as one piece. So as you can see, I've already done a lot of the work by pulling the old motor and getting the old wiring harness and pretty much stripping everything down. One thing that I have done is go on and route pretty much all of the routing and the fuse system into the underhood of the truck, so I would kind of know where it would sit. Now I have a little bit more work to do, such as modifying one of the engine mounts to allow everything to be laid in correctly, but that's going to be coming in the next video.
Alright, so as you can see, we've already done a lot of work to the truck, like I said, and I even put the Celica center console in it because I wanted cup holders, and I think it kind of matches the interior. I'll paint it and wrap it or whatever I got to do to make it all match, and I got to trim a few things down to make or something right there. But I got to make a couple little panels to go right here to kind of make it all one piece, but it pretty much flows with the dash, and I like it. Now this is the complete Celica HVAC system. We did have to modify it a little to make it fit, but everything's back there. We've gone through, and with the wiring mods, we do know that the HVAC is getting power, the blower motor works, the gauge cluster works, and everything like that. So in the next few videos, we'll have everything put together, and we will even be pulling the bed off and putting the stock celica fuel tank under the bed, so that we can have all the working little creature comfort things down to the sending unit on the gauge cluster that's been retrofitted to fit the dash. Now, I am going to clean this truck up. I want to paint it. I want to do some nice things to it. But right now, it's a shitty truck, so who cares? So we're just going to tear it apart and clean it up and do what we got to do. Alright, so now that you guys know the plan with the truck and everything that we're doing, if you could please subscribe, that would be great. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and my YouTube channel is growing. It's pretty cool. I got a ton of views, and if I get to 1,000, you know, I can keep doing some really neat stuff like this. I'd like to build some other stuff in the future, and, you know, YouTube's kind of fun. I'm getting a little bit better at it from where I started, and I appreciate all the views and comments. And if you guys have any questions about this truck, feel free to reach out and ask me, and I'll answer them. We'll go from there. Simple as that.